everyone, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, get notified of our latest videos, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and leave a comment. I do read and appreciate every comment you guys and girls leave behind. I may not reply to them all, but they are all appreciated. And there's a link in the description of the video that takes you to a big long list of all handy videos and a lot of the products I use in my videos. You now have the chance to support the video content creation by using Patreon or the PayPal me link in the description down below. All the videos always remain free to watch. This is just your chance to help support the videos. Hey everyone, Paul at ISM. Welcome to another At the Bench update. It's been nearly a month since the last one, so I thought it was about time we did an update. Got a few things to chat about today. I don't think we'll be here that long, but I've got a few things to go through. I've got a couple of builds that are finished, a couple of them in progress too. We've got news about the live streams. We've got a charity live stream coming up. Look at my notes. We've got, let's have a look. Future builds that hopefully we'll see the light of day at some point. And some shout outs as well. So we'll start with the shout out right at the beginning. So myself and the community, including Mike Mountain, Sue and Paul Shapland, and Chris, who host their live streams on a Sunday and Tuesday over on Ice Queen's channel and Scaly Models. They've been helping me in plugging other channels, and we're trying our very best to get people over 1,000 subs. So first one was Mr. Luke Carswell. We did that great. Actually, technically the first one was me. We got my other channel over 1,000 subs. Got Luke Carswell, then Luke Ward, and the next victim, or candidate should we say, is Justin Hart at J Hart Model Works. So Justin's at about, I think it's 860 or 870 subs now. So he's not far off. So a little bit of a push from the community, and I'm sure we can get him a few more subs and get him to that magic 1,000 number. So if you don't know, 1,000 subs is where you can monetize your channel. It's quite a big landmark point. Obviously, this channel, we're at 54,000, so we passed that many, many years ago. But my personal Paul SM channel, where I host the daily live streams, that's only just gone over. Like I say, it's a big milestone because once you hit your watch hours, you can then start earning through YouTube's monetization and super chat. So quite an important milestone. So that's the plan. I'll put a link down below into Justin's channel and go over there, subscribe to him, watch his videos. He's a talented modeler as well and a nice bloke, and go and show some support for another modeler that's well deserved of support, 100%. Next up, we've got a charity stream which we're going to do on the 29th of April. It was going to be in March, but we have to push it forward. And it's not for Models for Heroes. Malcolm's not come forward yet and said they want any help. So I thought it's been a while since we've done one. So I thought a good charity is cancer research. If you've not dealt with that in any way, shape, or form, it's a sad fact that you probably will do at some point in your life. I lost my dad to cancer 12 years ago now, 13 years ago this year, I think it is. So I think we're going to do Cancer Research UK. That's what we're going to do. So we'll have a night of auctions. We're asking for donations from you out there to send to us. New kits, new tools, anything new. It has to be new because we're going to sell these things on. We'll do auctions like we do with the Models for Heroes. You can win it. All the money, every penny goes towards the charity. Obviously, we need to pay for the postage to get the kits out. But any money left out of the postage goes back in to the funds for all the bids. And we'll donate directly. You can donate to us as well. And we'll collate it all and see what we can raise for a fantastic charity. And see what we can do as a community. That's the 29th of April, 7 PM on the Friday show over on my other channel, Paul ISM Live the Bench. Link down below. It's in the description of all these videos. You can go over there and come and support us and help a wonderful charity on the night. My notes have gone up. Give me a sec. Speaking of live streams, I've been live streaming now for nearly 2 months, every day, almost every day, over on my Paul ISM live stream page, group, channel. That's the word I'm looking for. Every morning for up to 5.5 hours most mornings. We've been doing daily live streams. It's just chilled, relaxed, modelling, having a laugh. A little bit risky at times with the humour and the language. But yeah, and we'd appreciate more support. If you want to come over and support us, again, the link's down below. It's in the description down below. It's not this channel, it's my one. And I made the decision to move the Friday night live show over there as well. Because for me, it made sense having all the streams on one channel. So that's what we've done. So you won't see any more live streams on this channel. They're all on my other one. So make sure you go in, sub to my channel, Paul SM Live at the Bench. There's a link down below. And make sure you come and join us. We're there most mornings. The only days I don't stream is Friday morning and Saturday morning usually. But we're live on a Friday night, and I do a night stream on a Wednesday as well as the morning as well. A little bit of disruption next week. We've got a few things to sort out. But for the most of it, we're there nearly every day. So come over and support us. Great community. We have a good laugh. And it's just sitting around modelling, having a chat. So it's like the old Tuesday night live streams used to do, if you remember those years ago. Let's have a think. So, builds. What have I finished lately? Well, we finished the Tamiya MP4 5B. We finished that. Was it just after Christmas? I think it was. A few weeks back. That's done. We handed that. Myself and Alan handed that off to Luke. Myself and Alan drove down to Stoke-on-Trent. We met each other halfway. So Alan came with me, and Luke turned up as well as Dan Scattergood. We had a nice meal, bit of a chat and a laugh, and I gave Luke the MP4 5. I'll pop some pictures up in a minute. Dan very kindly donated his Senna cart as well. So that was good of him. And Alan made a Senna helmet. So it'll make a nice little display for Luke's dad, who it's going to next month. So I hope he likes it. Yes, and it was good to get that one off the bench. First ever F1 car. Did I enjoy it? I think I did. I think the pressure of building for somebody else kind of put a bit of a kibosh on it, as it does. But it was for a good friend, Luke, so it was worth doing. So let's have a quick look at this. So this is Tamiya's MP4 5B 1/20th scale kit. We used a full, let's see, hang on. It was either Studio 27 or Top Studio carbon fibre set. I can't remember which one it was now. It was either or. We had a Top Studio or Studio 27 detail upset as well. We had a bit of a calamity with one of the decals. They were too big, so Alan very kindly printed me off a couple of decals, the shell ones, in front of the pods. I scratched a load of wiring as well for all the ECUs and some engine hoses and what have you. And it turned out right. I magnetised the front nose, so that came on and off, because this is going to be displayed with the body off the chassis as such. And happy how it turned out. So this was primed. I'm going to have to think now, because I can't remember now. This was primed in Tamiya white primer. It was masked and painted in Gravity fluorescent red, Marlboro red. We had a bit of a calamity with the first layer of paint. Had to strip and start again. We got repainted. It was a full set of Taboo decals, which went down absolutely fantastic. It was cleared in usual Gravity 2K. And like I said, we had a full carbon set for it. And the whole thing was painted in various metallics from LP and TS from Tamiya. And a lot of LP5 from Tamiya as well. So it looked good in the end. The only thing that let this down was the spoiler. The spoiler was just a non-stop calamity from start to finish. The photo edge part where paint get to fit. There was 3 parts to glue in place where you put one side on, then turn it over and do the other. And trying to get all of them to locate was a nightmare. And to top it all off, the night before I was dropping off with Luke, I dropped it on the floor and it broke in bits and I had to glue it all back together again. So the spoiler really let us down and I felt gutted about that. But I think the more it messed with it, the worse it would have got. So luckily, because it's on a vertical plane, you can't really see it that much, not at the body. So hopefully Luke will frost the glass on the display case and it won't be that visible through it. So yeah, I did enjoy it. I think just the pressure build for somebody else kind of, it puts a taint on it a little bit. I don't say a taint, but it puts pressure on it that you wouldn't normally have. Will I build another? Well, I've got Tamiya's 1/12 scale MP4 6 upstairs with a lot of Top Studio detail stuff, and I've got a Lotus 79 somewhere as well. So we'll see. We'll see how we go at a later date. After that one, I did a Revell Corvette. I bought this at Christmas with some of the money you can people that give me through donations. You know, as much as I try and put that back into the videos and the channel and what have you. So I bought this Revell 1/25 Corvette C6 damaged box, but the kit itself was fine, and what a wonderful kit it was. Absolutely surprising kit, just how well it went together. It was brilliant. The only downside to this kit is the paint, and I'll get to that in a second. Wonderful kit, went together with no issues at all. I think I finished this in a week. I enjoyed it that much, just pushed through, And it was just a wonderful, wonderful kit from Revell. So if I see another one, they're quite rare though, you don't see them very often, I will grab it. But it just came out absolutely, just a beautiful kit to build, really enjoyable. One of those Mojo builder kits that really gets you want to get your teeth into, and that's why I finished it in a week. So we had a full video build on this, only 2 parts if I remember right. And yeah, what a great kit it was. So off the top of my head, this was primed in in Mr. Service's Black Primer 1500. It was base painted in Gravity Ford Magnetic Grey, and sadly the pigments are large on this. To some point I had somebody say yesterday it looked like a fishing lure, so thanks for that. I said it was too big. I don't need to be criticised on my build. Paint went down beautiful, but yeah, the pigment's just too big for what it is. But it is what it is. It's still a lovely colour. It's still the colour I wanted. 2K'd in Gravity Spain 2K. The interior was done with zero paint. I think it was Ferrari beige. Yeah, Ferrari beige. Flocked the interior. Well, Hannah did. Hannah does all my flocking now, so I'm getting covered in it. And the rest of the interior and all the running gear and that was painted in various LP and TS paints. And the wheels, off the top of my head, I think I matte coated them in semi-gloss Mr. Hobby, and they just look wonderful. It looks great in the display case. It's relegated down the bottom at the minute because I've got no room for it. But that lovely beige interior colour, which Dan Croak, you might remember me mentioning him in the video, recommended, and it just looks, it's just a beautiful looking car, a really nice looking Corvette. And on this one, you got the choice of putting the Targa on or not, and the Targa didn't fit very well, and I thought, you know what, let's leave her off for a change, and I'm glad I did. I did have to lower the suspension because it did ride way too high. The box art is deceitful because when I looked at the instructions, I could see a built one, and it was riding far too high. So I'm glad I lowered it. Probably do lower it a little bit more on the back. I think the rear axle pushed it up a little bit more because it was sitting lower when I tested it, but I'm happy how it looks. I think it's a pretty looking car, and what a great kit that was to build. Let's jump over to the bench and let's see all the builds I'm in progress of now. Right then, first of all, we've got the AMT Super B. So part 1 of this build's up. Hopefully we'll get back to part 2 very, very soon. This thing is just, it's a stunning colour. And although I've got a bit of negative critique, telling me this colour's overdone and telling me how to paint, I think I've got a pretty good idea how to paint stuff. So more than happy with this. Alan saved the day with these beautiful Super B stickers, well decals, sorry, for the back, which almost fit in perfectly. A little bit of mismeasurement by me, but beautiful 2K job done with the 0.2mm needle on the apex. We've got a couple of sink marks on the back off these parts. It is what it is. I could spend hours chasing that. Does it really bother me? No, because once it's in the display case, I'll see that. I'm not all that bothered. And for the bad luck I've already had with this, we had to kind of repaint it because I screwed up the bare metal foil, and it basically took some paint off. Bare metal foil has become so unreliable. I'm not going to use it anymore. And after a 2K disc, we'll hit this up with some chrome paint. But what a stunning colour. So the body's done. We've got the bonnet, hood as well. And even though we filled in underneath like somebody recommended, we still see a bit of this on top. Obviously, these are covered by our vents. It's a little bit thick on the bonnet. They're hard to spray bonnets because they're smaller part. But once we get this a flat back and a good sand, that'll look great. And obviously, it fits in there. Looks absolutely fabulous. And then we've got the other parts. We've got the under tray here as well, painted up. And our bonnet scoops as well. So this has just been, literally, this is how it came out of the airbrush. It's just been left. We've had other stuff on the go. I've got other things going on at the minute as well. So we put this aside, we'll work on the bike, and we'll come back to this very soon. All the other parts for the running gear and the engine, they're all cut off, cleaned up, ready for primer. So we'll get back to this one very, very soon. In the meantime, we've started the Suzuki bike. I reviewed this the other day. Part 1 of this build out, where I covered all the engine. So the engine is in here. We've got all the bodywork here as well, which is now primed, prep primed, painted, masked up as well. So that's all looking really, really good. And then in here we've got the frame itself, which is all glued together. Needs to be sanded up. We've got some sprue on top to fill the seams. The swing arm is kind of basically ready as is. We've got the filter box to go on top. The housing for that is there, and then there's the top of it there. They're going to be painted in gold, and then we've got the beautiful kit engine, which has just turned out absolutely fantastic. Wonderful kit. The fit is absolutely phenomenal, really, really nice, and it's a real joy to build, if I'm honest. So the kit comes with a mask set for the bodywork, which is this. Now, in Tamiya's infinite wisdom, it's not cut out. You've got to cut it yourself, which, while doable, there's some very tricky little areas you've got to cut out. And if you're not quite neat enough, it doesn't look great. So Luke Ward was sent a template of the decals by Douglas Weir. And Luke's got a Creek-Up machine, so he's cut it out on his own masking tape, and he made this for me. And I masked this up today, and absolutely flawless mask. No bleed through, perfectly fit. We've used a zero paint set for it. The blue is absolutely stunning. Pigments are tiny in the paint. Very, very good. So this can be drying overnight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do some decam. So looking forward to getting this to 2K, because then we can concentrate on the Super B, get the next part of that out, and then come back to this and start getting the rest of the bike build. So that's what I'm working on at the minute. Loads of other projects in the pipeline for future, but currently this is what I'm working on. So there we are. That's what I'm working on currently. Super B. Wanted that kit for ages, got it, and what a great kit it's been so far. I believe it's one of the better AMT kits, and it's been good so far. A few dramas off me, but we fixed all that. Alan saved today with a decal, and yeah, came out well. We masked off and sprayed our rear stripe. That came out well. So that's just on. It's in limbo at the minute while we work on the bike, and the bike is just beautiful. It'd be nice to get a bike done. It's been nearly 3 years since I did that LCR Honda. Can you believe that? It's 3 years this year. At the end of the year, I think October, that I started LCR Honda. It's crazy how time flies, isn't it? Like I said, I did sell my bike, but I've got a few back. We've got an RC2 1103, the Valencia bike. I've got a Repsol Honda RC 1106 as well. So I do have bikes in the stash, and this will hopefully rejuvenate my interest in them, because this is just going together wonderful. And I've got to give a shout out to Luke Ward, who bought me the bike kit, because he's crazy, and Mr. Simon Shortery, who bought me the paint set and the fork set as well. Thank you guys. The generosity I've been getting lately off everyone, including you two, is it's just mind blowing, very humbling. I thank you all, because yeah, as I said before, don't think you all realise the difference you're making at the minute. So yeah, I'm gonna if I'm selling my soul, I must do it properly, man. There's a Patreon me link, PayPal me link, and a buy me a coffee link in the description down below. And that's what keeps these videos going, because without that support, these will have to stop. I'll have to go out and try and find work, where I'll probably end up murdering somebody, because I don't deal with people very well anymore. My health's not the best, especially at the minute. I've got a few issues ongoing at the minute. So yeah, those donations are greatly received. And like I said before, I don't realise the difference you realise you're all making, especially for the generosity of the people like of Luke and Simon and Gary. You know which Gary you are out there. And all the other stuff I've had sent for the post. Luke from Australia sent me a Corolla kit. Adam from Canada sent me that wonderful resin R35 GTR combat kit. And that beautiful Dodge Charger kit, which you just can't see. It's just out of shot. Just the generosity and support I've had of friends over the last 6 months, 7 months has been absolutely mind-blowing. I don't want to open up too much, because it's my own personal life. It's not your problem. But yeah, it's made a huge difference. So I thank you all for your support. So like I said, I'm going to sell my soul. I must do it properly, Matt. Now I hate the mention of it all, but I have to do it, because like I say, without that, this wouldn't happen. Daily live streams wouldn't happen. And yeah. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. There we go. I need tissue. There we are. So thank you all. I think that's it. Oh, future builds. Future builds. So we've got loads of group builds coming up over on ISM. Alan and Simon are in charge out this year, because if I'm in charge, I change all the dates to suit myself, which is a bit wrong, but it's a privilege of running your own site. The current one now is the American build, which I'm doing the Super B for. So I've got 2 weeks to finish that. I never thought of that. I haven't really, got 3 months. And then there's a Le Mans and GT one starting on the 15th or 16th. So I'm thinking of taking part in that, and I bought that beautiful Scale Motorsport Corvette C6. Problem is, it's another Corvette, so I don't know. It's just a full stacked detail up kit. Wheels, the lot in there. Absolutely beautiful. It's either that or I've got the C7 and I've got the wonderful Scale Motorsport detail upset for that as well as those wonderful checkered decals too. But if not, I've got loads of other kits. I might do a Mercedes SLS GT3 in the man filter scheme, or a Mercedes AMG GT3. I don't know, lots of choice, but yeah, definitely some coming up there. I put up a post the other day about the Escort Cosworth. They're going to do in the WRC scheme as well, so that'll be done at some point. I want to do some more armour throughout the year. I've said this before. So I'll try and incorporate these into the group build SIGs that are coming in along the year. So there we are. So here's today's question, because I'm not going to put it right at the end. I'm going to put it here. What group build, if any, do you plan on taking part in? And if it's not the group build, what is the build you're looking forward to doing yourself this year? So it doesn't have to be part of our group builds, but if you are planning, what is the one you're looking forward to? And if not, as yourself, what is the build you're looking forward to throughout the year? And I'd also like to see how many people watch but don't normally comment. Who's out there watching but doesn't normally comment? Don't forget, all your interaction on the videos adds to the algorithm. So your interaction of comments, thumbs ups, how many times you watch, how long you watch, it all adds to the algorithm. So who's out there? Let's see a comment off everyone. Let's see the build you're looking forward to most this year. There we are. Right, I've got nothing else to chat about. So, as a lot of you like to see the aquarium, I'm going to show you the aquarium. And there we go. So, it's doing well as always. It's literally just had a trim, although it was a bit of a haphazard one. Because I'm finding if I trim it too much, it looks a bit odd. So, I've kind of butched it a bit, but left loads of it in there so it still looks nice and thick. Literally, if you were watching me stream the other day, you would have seen how much I took out. It's criminal how much I have to throw away. So if anyone's starting up an aquarium in the UK and you want some free plants, let me know. I can send you them on because I take so many out of this. Because the way this works, with it being a natural ecosystem, the plants are what filter the aquarium. So they filter the waste off the fish, the shrimps and the food, excess food, and they process it into oxygen, basically. And the byproduct of that is they grow like hell. Absolutely massive. So this was trimmed the other day. As you can see, we've got some nice pearling off the plants, which is bubbling, as you can see. And yeah, everyone's happy. The 10 white cloud minnows I bought, ages ago. Don't know how long we've had those now. It's been a while though. They're still happy as Larry in there. Larry's very happy, by the way. And the shrimp, I've not seen these shrimplets for a while, but this is so dense now that I don't really see them. But I've still got some of my yellow ones in there. The Amano shrimp are in there. My Rillies, there's a couple of Rillies in there, which are the white and clear ones. Lots of crossbreed weird colours in there, called M&Ms, I think they call them. And yeah, it's come out. It just ticks along. This was 2 years old in September, so it's nearly 2.5 years old. And if you've never seen this before, there's no filter in there. There's no heater. I've got lights, plants, soil, fish, shrimps, and food. And it's a natural ecosystem. It filters itself. And the levels across the board, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, are 0. pH is 7. My GH is 14, and my KH is 7. Off the top of my head, needs a high GH for the shrimp, and it's just beautiful. It just runs itself, very low maintenance, and everything thrives in there. So it's a joy to have in here. And I quite often sit here watching them, and they can be quite relaxing to watch. So there we are. There's the aquarium. So there we are. I know a lot of you like to see that. Some of you are probably thinking, why the hell are you showing the aquarium on a modelling channel? But it's a part of my cave. It's right there, literally behind the camera now where you lot are. And yeah, I say to anyone, if you're thinking of doing it, do the Waldstead method. There's loads of info of that online. No filter, no heater. You'll get an algae bloom to start with, but it'll take over and it'll just run like that. That's it. Heavily planted, and it'll take care of itself. Really easy. And this room's always warm. Right now, it's 24 degrees in here. I'm central heater from the house, so this thing stays warm. And all the fish and the shrimp are temperate anyway. White carp minnows are temperate fish. They're not tropical, they're not cold. They're like quite in between. And the shrimp are quite happy. I think it usually sits about 22 in there degrees. And they're all more than happy in there too. So there we are. So that's it for today. Bit of a short bench update. Probably half an hour long at the most. But we'll go for all the pertinent information. And yes, so there we are. So lots of future builds coming up. Lots of builds in process I'm looking forward to doing. The next part of the bike should be up. Let me see. It's Saturday today. So a decal Sunday. 2K on Tuesday. So maybe we'll get the video up on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll have to see. The live streams continue. There's no live stream next Wednesday or Thursday morning because I've got a few appointments to do. But we'll be back all the other times when we're not there. And don't forget, Friday night shows are on my Paul ISM Live the Bench page channel, which is linked down below. So go make sure you sub to that, and you'll see all the links to all the daily live streams as well. So there we are. I don't think I've got anything else to talk about. No, me, I probably gone forgot something. Probably forgot to give somebody a shout out. While I'm here, go and sub to Mike Mountain, Skelly Models, Sue Shapland, Ice Queen, Paul Shapland, Plastic Monkey. I don't know if Chris got a channel. I don't know. Sorry, Chris. I don't know your channel. And of course, go and sub to Justin Hart, J Art Model Works. We're trying to get Justin to 1,000 subs. So let's see if we can do it. Before we go, I'm going to sell my soul again. If you want to support this channel, support these videos, there's a PayPal me link in the description below, a Patreon me link where you can do a monthly support. There's all different tiers on that, and different tiers give you different levels and options, including a monthly live stream as well. And there's also a buy me a coffee link, which is if you want to do a one-off or whatever. And if you're watching a live streams back, there's a super chat in there, so you can donate that way. And like I say, don't forget that all the donations are what keep these videos and live streams going. So there we are. Sorry about that. I hate saying it, but I've got to. It's what pays the bills, unfortunately. So thanks for watching today. I will catch you all next time. Make sure you check out International Scale Modeler Facebook page and forum, umpretail.com, my Paul ISM Scale Models page. I've changed the name of it now. Go over there and check that out. Check my Paul ISM Daily Live Stream page group as well, to change the name of that. The ISM Group Build page and the Off Air Hangout group as well. And of course, make sure you sub to everybody we mentioned today. Enjoy the rest of the night, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.